Hey guys, Jeff here from Jeff's Custom RC, and today we are opening again and unboxing the Avios Albatross from HobbyKing. Been waiting to do this for a while, should have had it done because there's been some snow this past weekend. So that being said, we're going to get right into this and get it done. So several guys have already unboxed this plane, as you've all seen, but as you know, I did it on a live show one night too, but I'm going to give you guys a better rendition of it if I can get the box open here. So again, we have our decal sheet, as you see here, setup sheet. Loving the scheme on this plane, guys. It's really nice. This is a quick start guide. This right here will get you pretty much done. It's a fairly easy plane. It's got your throws, your high and low rates. But if you've ever got a question, you can scan this block right here, guys, with your phone, and it will take you to where you need to go and show you a more detailed description and guide. But this plane's pretty simple to put together, so we're going to jump right into it. Some decals here look really nice that will go on this airplane. And again, let's see, let me break this out. The foam quality of this airplane, guys, is super nice. Where are my scissors? Again, Avios knocked this one out of the park. Just like the version 1 that I have and love. I've flown it at the field numerous times. It's actually kind of a staple some days on bad days because it just flies really well. This is your rudder. This plane actually has nice hard hinge points here instead of foam hinges. You guys can see that. Really nice. Your control linkages again are already installed, and your servo leads plug right into your this is a male, so it'll be a female in the airplane. So pretty much really nice quality on this foam again, guys. So let's lay that out of the way. And this is going to be your engines. It's a twin engine airplane. And as you can see here, the really cool thing about this plane too, guys, you got hard points here, hard points here. The cowls are nice hard plastic. You guys can see this. And again, the foam quality on this airplane is really nice. Another feature that this airplane has, guys, is that the ESCs are magnetized hatches. In here, see if I can get my fingernail in here and I'll pop it open. There you go. So yeah, so your ESCs are magnetized. The hatch has 2 earth magnets. And so should you need to access those, they're pretty easy to access and work on, or, you know, again, if you just want to check them, you can. And then again, these go back in here really easily. Fits right up under there and will snap in just like so. And it's back in place, so you're ready to go, ready to fly. So we'll show you the bottom. These are all of your connections. They have them pretty well bound up. This is an EC60 connector on here. So if you do not have batteries with the EC connector, you will need an adapter. You will need to make one for that matter. As you can see also, all of your servo linkages are installed already. You have your flaps here because your wings will connect on here for your wing tips. So basically, you can transport this plane with just this part on it, or you can take the whole wing off should you need to, because this plane, just to give you guys an idea, this is your other wing tip. As you can see, this is going to be a pretty wide airplane. 1640 millimeter. And we'll run down just a few of the specs on this airplane for you guys. I'm going to call them off the box top for you here because I've looked at them several times, but again, I just want to be precise in what I'm telling you. 1620 millimeter wingspan, 1210 millimeter length, which is giving you 47.6 inches long and a wingspan of 63.7 inches. So guys, it's a big airplane. You've got 2 10 by 6.3 bladed props, 2 Turnigy Aerostar 30 amp reversible ESCs, because on water, guys, it's nice to be able to use reverse to back this plane up. 7 9-gram servos, And you've got two 35, 36, 850 kV brushless Outrunner motors. And they recommend from a 3300 4S up to a 4000 4S. I fly 4000 in mine. I'm getting 6 to 7 minutes off my version 1. And basically, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm going to give you a basic rundown as I go through this of a few of the things that they've done in the version 2 versus the version 1. Because as I said, I do have the version 1. If you haven't seen my videos on that and flying that airplane, do check them out. And you'll get to see that basically it's a great flying airplane. But in version 2, they actually changed the scheme. That is one of the big things. They also took the weight off the paint. This is not painted foam, it's white foam. A lot of the other planes out there today are not painting the foam, and the companies are doing that to save weight. Also, again, giving you the hard points here, the cowls, the hard points here for all of your screws. And another big thing with this airplane is that the cockpit has clear canopy, whereas version 1 did not. And the water rudder on this particular airplane is clear, whereas on version 1 it was black. So again, let's take one of the wing halves out here, guys, and I'll show you real quickly what we've got as far as how big this airplane is. And that's what's so nice about it. I mean, for the money of this airplane, I think, what is it, $389? I mean, you can't beat it, guys. Okay, so here we are. And you can see you also have hard points with inserts on each one of these rods right here, if you guys can see those. Brass down in there. Also hard points all in here. There is a carbon spar that runs all the way throughout the wing. You have lights on each wing tip. Now on these particular wings, you do not have hard hinges. These are foam hinges, so you might want to go in there and reinforce that with some hinge tape, which is not a hard thing to do. Where your pontoons for your water takeoff will attach is also a hard point as well, guys. So I just wanted to point that out to you. And again, your linkages, as I said, are installed. So this wing is basically going to slide in. That simply plug up your connectors and put a couple of screws in, and that's how easy this plane will go together. If you want to take these off for transport, you'll take out a couple of screws. You'll slide this straight out, unplug, and this will stay on the fuselage. So we're going to get to that now, and I'll show you what else we've got in the box. Elevator, and this is a dual elevator airplane. Again, not hard hinged. These are foam hinges, but again, foam tape takes care of that problem for you. You do have nice ball link clevises on the control arms here, and you will put your rods on, which come in your bag of bits in here as well. Again, the paint quality on this airplane, guys, looks incredible, as you can well see. And like I said, hopefully we'll get this thing put together some for you, because it's a fairly easy build. Again, these are your props. And just to point out another tidbit for you guys on this particular airplane, if you have the King Air King Twin from Avios, which I do have, which is an incredible airplane as well, should you break a prop on this plane or that plane, these props will fit, so you can change the props back and forth, which is really nice. So just a little fact I wanted to throw out there for you guys if you didn't know that. Here is your bag of parts, a couple little wing spars in here that I'll show you how they work, your prop hubs that screw on, and a couple of your screws for your wings. I mean, that's pretty much it. A couple of, let's see, small screws, your larger screws for your wings. And so yeah, I mean, that's not a whole lot of parts here, guys. These are your pontoons for the wings, for your water or grass takeoffs. I fly this plane a lot off of grass, and it flies incredible off grass. One thing that I would recommend you guys do, if you want to put some clear packing tape on the bottom of each one of these, it's a good idea to do so because it'll just keep them from staining up should you take off of grass. And it just helps them from getting dents and dings in them as bad when you do land on grass. So just something else that I did on my version 1 that I would tell you to probably do on this one as well. Let's see, is there anything else in here before we take out the main squeeze, as we call it? And guys, I want to thank my buddy Bill. He's on the camera today back there, you know, Rocket Man. Say hey, Bill.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all, he says. All right, guys, so as the my friends at Patrinkics would say, this is going to be slow and sexy here. And, I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this fuselage is absolutely gorgeous. Cannot say enough nice things about this. This, again, is the clear water rudder down here, guys, that I was telling you about. It's the version 1 was black. And when I'm flying this plane on grass, I personally take it off so it doesn't drag. If you want to do powdery snow, it would be good, but if you're doing ice, you know, if it gets hard and frozen like ours did here last night, I would suggest taking this off, just primarily because you don't want to mess it up, and you really don't need it on grass. I've never used it on grass. And it's one screw and one spring that holds it on, and this again is a hard point right here where it connects into. All of this is hard plastic back in here. So that's really, really nice. The canopy, the cockpit is on this particular version 2 is clear, whereas on version 1 it was not clear. You could not see in. So if you wanted to put a couple of pilots in there, you can, and that's really nice as well. Light it up, you want to be able to see it better. Okay, next thing we're going to show you is down inside the compartment of the fuselage here where you can see your servos. They're really nice, easy to get to. Everything's very accessible, all of your wiring. And basically, if you go in here, guys, and I'll show you how this canopy comes off, just like it does on the version 1. This just lifts up, comes right off, and I'll show you that in a little more detail. But I mean, look how much room is in this thing, guys. Just really, really nice. I mean, I can get my whole hand down in here. Easy. Your battery's going to sit in here. They've already got a nice foam reinforcement in here for the battery to sit on, which keeps it from sliding. You've got your strap from Avios already in here. And again, this battery in this airplane, pretty much in version 1, mine sets right along in here with a 4000 from here back, and it's perfect. Another great feature of this plane, guys, is from here all the way to here, that's all hard plastic. You don't ever have to worry about messing up foam or hurting anything there as well. So that's really nice too. Again, you have your lights, your strobe lights here, your wingtip lights, and I believe there's a light possibly on the rudder, on the top of the rudder if I'm not mistaken. We'll look at that more in depth too. This is where your rudder will plug into right here in this servo lead, and everything tucks nicely down in there. Again, all of your linkages ready to go. Hard points again here for your wing connection, and also down in here for your screws with brass inserts. Again, I can't say enough nice things about the quality of this foam on this airplane, guys. There's also a gentleman on YouTube that did a video on how to actually add the retract system to this airplane should you want to take that on. He 3D printed his parts for the nose wheel and for these, and they work. Now the biggest thing is you best make sure that everything's sealed up good and watertight if you're also going to fly it off of water. So, but yeah. Alright, now what I was going to show you again as well is this canopy. This is all plastic, every bit of this. You've got really nice magnets here that hold this on very nicely. Again, this cockpit is super nice, guys. Clear windows as well, so if you want to light it up, you want to put pilots in here, it's pretty easy to do by just, basically you're just going to pull this apart. And we've all taken canopies off before. You could come right through the back side of here if you wanted to, or the underside of the canopy and put a light in here. It just depends on how you want to do it. All the way to the front and have it shining back on your pilots. So there's a lot of options there, guys. So it's really nice. It's also got the tongue on it, which will slide into the front, and nice fit. As she's not going anywhere. So super, super nice. And I'm telling you, until you get one to see the foam quality of this airplane is incredible. So let's set this box aside and get this thing on the table and see if we can't get it somewhat mocked up for you guys, and hopefully we'll show you how easy it is to get it together. Let's put this over here. Alright, so what I'm going to do first with this particular airplane is, again, we're going to go ahead and get our wing pretty much put together, which is going to entail, first of all, cutting this plastic off of here without cutting any of your wires. That's not ever a good thing. Done that before too. So I'm going to take a razor blade and gently try to find some tape on here, because there should be some somewhere. There it is. Cut all this open. Let's see if we can't. This is basically bubble wrap, guys. That's what it is. And they've got it held on with a piece of tape. So just be careful and not cut your wires when you're undoing this, because if you do, then you got a bigger problem. So, okay, we got that undone. So yeah, get that out of the way. So here are all your wires. And again, as I said, everything's labeled for you, which is really nice. All of your ESCs are already plugged in to your battery connector. And I will show you, this is my 4000 pack that I fly in my version 1. It is a Dean's, as you can see right here. But what I did was I made my own adapter, plugs into the battery, and from there it will plug into here, and I got a great connection. Also got a little extra battery lead, which I like to have. So that's really nice. So let's see, let's slide that around there, and let's see what I want to get first. Bill, let's take this. We'll get this wing tip here first, and this one is going to go on this side over here. Let me see if I can't get this also under this camera for you guys. Let me set that just right there, Bill.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, and just move some tools around here so to kind of get this where you guys can see it better. I've got 3 different camera angles, so I really want you guys to be able to see this pretty good. Pull this open and dump out all of our parts here. And these are almost like glass, guys. Almost like plexiglass, acrylic as it would be. And these are like your wing spars that actually slide into your wing right in this little hole right here. And that will go into the main part of the wing where the engines are on. So basically this just slides in, I believe. Let's see. Not right? Yeah, it should go. Yeah, just like that. Just like so. If you guys can see that well. And so again, I'll pull it back out and it slides right into the slot. Perfect fit. And so what we're going to do from here is we are going to, I'm just going to look at this sheet. Again, I put one of these together before, and it's not that hard of a plane to put together. There is a little bit of glue work on it, I believe, in the tail section. So let's dump these out. And yeah, you've got the 2 here, and let's see. Which one's thread where? I believe these are going to, yeah, those are going to thread into there, I do believe. I don't want to force anything. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then all of these here should be for it, because these are all machine screw, guys. Those are machine screws, as are the, well, they're not machine, but these are your main wing screws. These are what's going to hold the wing in from the top of the airplane, as I'll show you when I get to that part as well. Because the wing is going to slide into this connection point on here, and then you're going to have 2 screws that are going to go through at the top of the wing, which hold the entire wing on. So with that being said, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come in here, and basically your wires are color coded. So you've got your light wire, I'm pretty sure, because it's only 2 wires. So just make sure that all your polarities are right, black to black, white to white. So we're going to flip this over, and we're going to just making sure, yep, that's right. And let's get this one plugged in and right. Yellow, okay. There's that. So now we've got those plugged in, and all of this right here, guys, as you can see, there's a hole will tuck right back into this hole. So what I'm going to do first is line this up with this part of the wing. Okay, and there's a little bit of dihedral in this wing too, guys. So, you know, it's not going to be quite straight. You're going to have to line it up to get it to work out and go in there right. And then just tuck all these wires back into here. And then gently come in here and start to slide this part back in, and then stop and push your wires in again. This is always the fun part. Trying not to jam something or break it. You may have to take some sandpaper and sand these edges just to smooth them down a little bit. I've even had to do that on carbon rods that I put in for wings on jets and things like that, and it does make it just slide better. So it's almost like, why not, you know? All right, there we go. She's starting to go now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take, this is just a small Allen tool. I'm going to reach in here and just kind of get my wire straightened up. Make sure everything's not crimped. You don't want to crimp now. See how nicely that went together? Okay, so now you got your hard points here. And your other machine screws that I was showing you earlier, which are these are going to go in here, and we're going to find the brass insert in that rod, and they should screw right in. So now I'm going to make sure which size Allen wrench we've got to have here. I believe it's this one, yeah. All right, so I want to make sure my holes are lining up. Okay, that one is. So what I like to do is kind of get one started, and then I'll move the wing around and get the other one going. All right, guys, so as you can see, we've got our wing half on this side. Screws are in. I had to go in and take like a little deburring tool and just kind of knock the plastic off the top of the brass insert so that the screw would fall down in the hole. So you could probably use a Phillips head screwdriver that's larger than the brass insert just to clean the plastic off around the top of it. So just a little tip there I found out when putting this wing together. But other than that, this one's on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this, and we're going to go to this other wing over here, and I'll show you the whole wing once we get it done. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we've got both halves of the wing put together and ready to be installed on the airplane. So what we'll do is feed the wires down through the airplane, hook everything up, and let me set all this stuff, get all our tools out of the way. And basically what you're going to have here, guys, is you're going to set your wing kind of off into the back of the plane and get everything here hooked up. And let me just look and see what I've got going on here first. All right, so these are pretty long leads, as you guys can see. We've got a Y on this particular one here, and there's a Y down in here as well. These are your rudder, this is your elevator. So if we look here, now it depends on where you're going to mount your receiver, guys. Some guys just mount the receiver right up in here somewhere. I may do that as well once I get into this a little more. But our elevator, that's your reverse, your lights, your flaps, ailerons, throttle, and let's see, we've got another throttle here, throttle 1 and 2. Okay, that's the lights. So everything's basically going to go right into your receiver, guys, and then these, your rudder, your elevator as well. So I've got to get I'm going to have to get a receiver in here and bound up before we can move much further. So. All right, guys, so after getting this thing put together, my cameraman had to leave, so we had to stop for a little while. But as you can see, it's here, it's done, and it looks amazing, guys. Let me hold it up for you so you can see this a little bit better. This is a beautiful airplane. I mean,
inactivity.
Up, and there she goes. But as you can see, we've got everything working. Got the gyro working. Everything's working great on here. I've actually got the gyro turned off right now. Let me turn it on for you. Let's see. Now you can hear it. Turn it back off. So This is the Avios Albatross, guys, and I'm telling you, amazing, beautiful airplane, excellent, I mean, bang for the buck. You won't get any better than this airplane as far as the price, as far as you can fly off of water, you can fly off of snow, you can fly off of grass. It's just an awesome, awesome airplane, guys. So definitely check it out, and I hope to get a maiden on this thing soon for you. And it's pretty easy, cut and dry. You've got your main wing bolts here, 2 screws into the rudder that hold the whole assembly on, 2 screws that go into the lower back that hold the pin that supports the rudder in, your pontoons, got your decals you can put on right here if you choose to. Other than that, guys, she's ready. Have not set the throws on it yet, but won't take long to do that. And I know it's going to fly as good as my version 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me spool it up just a second so you can hear it, see it. Yeah, and she's got tons of power, guys. So just a good all-around airplane, man. And I'm telling you, the foam is beautiful on this thing. So guys, step on over to HobbyKing, get yourself an Avios Albatross. You'll be glad you did. HobbyKing's coming out with some great things, so stay tuned, wait for it. Awesome planes coming your way, guys, for 2022. I'm Jeff, this is Jeff's Custom RC, and we'll see you. Well, guys, if you stuck around this long, you might as well go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications so you can see the new and upcoming planes that HobbyKing's coming out with in the very near future. And while you're waiting, check out the description on this video, click that link, head over to HobbyKing, and get this awesome Avios Albatross right now on sale for $299. You can't beat it, fellas. For a plane that will transition from winter, spring, summer, and fall, whether it's grass, water, snow, you name it, guys. You can do it all with this beautiful airplane. And where else can you get a twin-engine, 1,600 millimeter airplane that flies incredible for the sale price of $299 right now, guys? So as always, thanks for supporting Jeff's Custom RC. Thanks for everyone that shows up for Flight Club weekly at 8:30 Eastern on Tuesday nights. Hope to see you there in the next discussion. Have a great week. Be safe, and thanks for watching. I'm Jeff. Have a good day.